Hi everyone, you got Frankenfoot from Clash of Clans here. I'm here to show you my two war attacks. Unfortunately, neither of them went like as well as they were supposed to. I got a 1-star on one and a 2-star on the second one, and so this is the first war in a very long time that I haven't got a 3-star on at least one of my attacks. So I'm very upset, I'm very distraught, and I'll ritualistically flog myself later as punishment. But you can always learn from your mistakes, so let's try to do that here. So this is the first base I attacked. And so you got a clan castle here that's kind of exposed for kind of an easy lure. You got a queen over here and a king over here, and the base is sort of in this ring pattern here. And you can see what this fella's done is on this side he's got a bunch of trash buildings. On this side he's got some more trash buildings in this sort of compartment here, and he's got these little gaps here. So the intent for him is that your troops run around here and they go through these little gaps here, and I bet you my bottom dollar he's got spring traps in there. And if you're using Valks, that's kind of a bad thing to use. So let's talk about troop deployment. I've got my standard GoWiVaHoBo. Hogs themselves might work fine in this base because you can get the queen pretty easy. You can lure the clan castle pretty easy, so you could probably push from this side, try to go into the core and wreck things, and hogs might do it. I'm a little worried about hogs because they might just take too much of this defense. Things are just so close together, and you've got a Tesla farm here. Those are usually red flags for a pure hog attack for me, but hopefully somebody can get it to work. So let's talk about which side do we attack from. Well, if you look at this side, you've got some trash buildings here. You've got a compartment to bust into, so you can burn your wall breakers and not really get anywhere. So this side doesn't look very good. Corners are usually a bad place to attack from because it's hard to control where your troops are going to go, so we are going to ignore the corners. If you attack from this side, you've got a bunch of trash buildings on the outside, but you've got some good buildings here that you could take out by just busting into this compartment. You've got a queen here right against the wall, so she's probably going to jump over here and start shooting things, so you'll be able to take the queen out easy. But the bad thing is that means that she's not going to be able to draw your troops deeper into the base. So if you look at this side, you've got buildings that you could easily clear and run into this side, but again, you've got no real defense over here. You've got a lot of things to take out here, but none of those are really buildings that you care too much about. So that leaves us with this side here. Now the major red flag for this side is look at all the buildings he does have here. He has these storages, and these are really high hit point buildings. So if you try to bust in from this side, even with the new higher level wizards I have, you're going to be here for a while. It's just going to take you a while. But ultimately that's the side I decided to attack from, because if you can get your Valks in here and you can get them into the core, your queen's probably going to jump into this compartment right here. And if you look at this base, there's a big gap here. There's probably a Tesla farm here, which is the best advantage of Valks. They'll rip through a Tesla farm really quick. And so that'll actually draw them into this Tesla farm. You'll take out the queen and you'll take out the Tesla farm with whatever buildings you have back here. So that's why I decided on this base right here. So, but here's the other irritating nuance behind this design, behind this base. So if I drop my Valks here, my plan was to put a jump spell here so they can go in and then they'll jump over the wall and eventually just kind of run into this Tesla area here. But look what he's done. You've got these buildings right here. If these Valks make their way to this cannon, the next closest building is this archer tower. So they're going to run right through here, hit the spring trap, and go flying away off to infinity. So we really don't want to do that. So I am definitely going to wait for that cannon to go down before I send any troops in. Also the first attack on this, we have no idea what the heck is in this clan castle, so we're going to have to take it in and see what's going to happen. So that's the plan. Golem on these two cannons, couple wizards here, couple wizards here. The clan castle troops are going to come this way. No idea what's in there. Drop 2 poison spells. And then try to bust in here once the clan castle troops are dispensed, and once that cannon is gone for sure, drop things in there, drop my jump spell. Things should run to the core. The queen's going to help draw them into the core, and then they're going to wreck everything, and then just kind of keep the Valks alive with one more heal, and then wait for a good time to drop the hogs. The one other thing I considered doing here was a queen walk on this side, because a queen walk could get rid of all these buildings as well as all of these buildings with just a queen and 4 healers. You'll notice that she's out of range of both of these expos. She could also take care of the queen, and with a quick little lure, she could take care of these clan castle troops. So that's a really good value. I considered doing that. I've just had a bit of a rough time with the queen walk ever since the air bomb starting attacking her. So if this guy's got some seeking air mines up here, and this base is so compacted, he might have them here, he might have them here, I don't know. But he probably has some traps on the outside of the base. If you look at that here, there might be double bombs there. Who knows what he's got? So it was kind of a risky move, and I've been doing well with what I've been doing, so I figured I'd try to stick with it and see if I could make that work. Alright, so that was the plan. Golem, couple wizard, clan castle lure, poison, wait for this cannon to go away, probably drop the queen here, wall breaker in, and then send the Valks into the core with a jump spell here. So let's see how it worked, and let's see where it went wrong. So first comes the golem in 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here he goes. And we've got a mix coming out of the clan castle, 2 Valks. So this has actually been fine to send the Valks in after that. But I dropped the poison. Didn't drop them very well over the clan castle troops, but look how much damage they've done. They've already burned through that golem, and now he's already broken up. And this golem over here, he's already taken half his damage because he's got so many things just firing at him right now. He's taking a lot of damage. So even a golem has a limit to what they can take. I've dropped the queen back there to try to help burn through those clan castle troops and try to help to get that cannon down. So the wizards have just about gone through these storages. I sent the wall breakers out, but that cannon's still standing, and I'm in bad shape because that golem is gone now. And you'll see this other golem here, I think he's gone too. So I'm noticing things are kind of not going well, and I went ahead and dropped the bowlers to try to help them clear out some of this stuff. Hopefully that cannon too. I didn't quite drop them to go for the cannon. I wanted to take out this gold storage here, I guess. So the queen would start firing on the cannon. And let's see how it goes. I had to use my ability, so far things are not working well. Cannon's gone, so out come the Valks. But what's the one thing you don't see? I don't have my jump spell yet. So the Valks are going to wreck these buildings. That cannon's probably going to go, and I think that after they wreck these two, they'd still bust into this compartment even without the jump spell. But once they get in here, they're not going to want to go into here. They're going to go one of these two directions. If they went in this direction, that'd be okay, because at least they'd still go for the queen. But they're not going to go to the Teslas. And they've got tons of buildings close by, and tons of buildings on this side of the wall too. So if that jump spell doesn't come down very soon, it's a very bad day. So out comes the Valks. A couple buildings down. There goes the jump spell. A little bit late. And you see half my Valks split. Now, I actually wasn't watching close enough. I don't know if it's because they went for that building there, or if I didn't get it down in time. I thought it was because I didn't get it down in time, but maybe I was wrong. But most of my Valks went in this direction, and that was a very bad thing for them to do, because now I've only got a few Valks heading into the core, and they're going to get nuked and fried by these Teslas. So I guess A, I should have got the jump spell down sooner, and B, I should have made for darn sure that that building was gone too. And I decide I'm going to try to drop a rage somewhere around here to help out both sides of the wall of the Valks. These Valks keep changing directions. They don't know what they're doing. Bowlers are going in, but they're getting hammered pretty quick. My king's losing his mind. Valks are slowly getting whittled down. And the next thing you know, everything I sent in there is dead. Well, now what the heck do you do? I'm only at 35% and my kill squad's gone. So I take my time, I think, for a minute, and I say, well, let's just try to drop some hogs on these defenses over here. Try to take as many out as we can, and maybe we can get up to that 50%. I got 2 heal spells left. I guess I start dropping archers on the edge of the base, and then here comes some hogs. No chance of taking this whole base out. There's just too much point defense clustered around here. They go. They take some buildings out. 1 heal spell just doesn't keep them up. So I've got 1 heal spell left, some troops. I just decided to start picking off the edge. I think I drop a heal spell here, and I barely get up to 50%. So not a good war for Frankenfoot. Not a good attack for Frankenfoot. But I barely got to 50, and I guess I'll take it. I guess I'll wait for it to play out. 5 seconds left in sped up time universe. So 1 star. I didn't make sure my buildings were clear. I didn't get that jump spell down soon enough. Didn't quite work out. Now the second one at least had a very more obvious reason why it didn't go so well. Oh wait, no, that is the right base. Why does this not look familiar? This is very strange. Oh, okay, it's because this is the spot I was really focused on. Okay, so we got a centralized queen, which I actually kind of like for Valks, because that draws the Valkyries to the inside of the base where they can start wiping stuff out. We got a town hall over here, kings over here, and trash buildings over here. Nice mix of sort of compartments and open space. So let's think about attacking it. You attack it over here, not too many buildings to clear out, you can bust in. Seems like a pretty good spot to attack from. You got the queen here to draw things deeper into the base. Pretty good spot to attack from. You also got these two buildings here that are out of range of any air attacking defense. Up here, you have got a fair amount of trash buildings, and for my last attack, I thought, well, if you're this darn wide on one of the sides of the base, probably not a good idea to attack from that side. So, decided not to attack from there. Over here, tons and tons of trash. He clearly wants a golem or something to go into here. He's got a cannon here to distract your golems, so if you try to make a wide funnel with golems, they're all both going to coalesce on this cannon. Too much bad luck with that. I don't want to do that side. Similar story here. You've got a cannon here. Not a whole lot of trash, but it's going to be hard to convince troops to go into the base, I think. So ultimately I decided on this side here. The trouble is, he's done a good job of placing his defenses that you can't get to his clan castle very quickly. But I know a little remedy around that. Look at this guy here. If I send a golem in here, he's going to have all these defenses tanking. And then all I got to do is send 2 hogs into this thing. Eventually they'll wipe it out. The golem will try to bust into this wall, and the hogs are going to jump then over to this air sweeper right here, which is well within the range of the clan castle. So clan castle troops will come out, and this was the first hit in the base, so I didn't know what was in the clan castle. But these guys have been doing like wizards and Valks and baby dragons, and the baby dragons got to go if you're going to do Valks. So it should be pretty easy with a wizard or 2 behind it to drop 2 poison spell and take it out. Then I can drop 2 minions over here, clean out these buildings, drop another golem over here. The king can wipe out all of these 3 builder huts, and then suddenly from here all the way to here is all clean, easy breezy. So you can just drop some wall breakers. I wanted them to hit right here. Send Valks in, they'll go in this direction, drop a rage around here. They'll bust into this section, and as soon as they do that, the queen's going to lock on, and everything's going to want to redirect toward the queen. And then you're going to knock all these things out, and everything will be in really good position here to drop a heal spell as the Valks try to bust through these walls to get them healed up as they go on to the next compartment. The Valks should work their way through the base this direction, and you have plenty of area for hogs to come in on this side. Probably not that side if the king's still up. But it seems like a pretty decent base to attack. So what went wrong, you ask? Let's find out. Here comes the attack. Golem. Oh, first 2 minions. Oh, it's worth noting, I knew the clan castle troops were going to keep going in this direction because they were going to start moving here and there'll be a golem right behind them. If I didn't have that golem and I just dropped the hogs, the next place they're going to go are these minions, and that is really bad. We didn't want that. Keep that in mind for your own attacks. Here comes the golems, 2 hogs behind it. Now, this mortar is no longer tanked by this golem, but the wizard should be able to survive fairly well. Doesn't matter because the freaking thing's gone anyway. So here comes a clan castle, and that was not what I was expecting. That was a lava hound. That is a lava hound. Holy crap, I was not ready for that. Now, here's what I should have done. When I saw that, I should have dropped my queen around here somewhere with maybe another whiz that I was saving for cleanup behind her and waited for that lava hound to die completely before proceeding with this attack. But that's not what I elected to do. I thought, well, I'll send my queen in with the kill troops and they'll take out the lava hound. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. If you're doing Valks and bowlers, that hound has got to be dealt with, or it's got to be somewhere completely innocent over here with like a archer and 2 healers or something. I've seen that, or 2 archers and a healer, or whatever that is. I've seen that done. But you have to keep that away from the Valks. That must be kept away from the Valks, and I didn't do that here. And that's what killed it all. So I go ahead and drop the golem up top. King, going to take care of these builder huts. Wall breakers come in, and with the exception of the fact that a lava hound came out, which I wasn't ready for, things are going swimmingly. In come the Valks. Bowlers behind them. Rage spell should go down. And you see this hound has come and is redirected on all my little goodies down here. But thankfully everything's redirecting into the queen compartment. Down goes the rage. Total destruction ensues. I was also a little late getting a heal spell. A lot of those Valks took some damage. I lost a few. I could have put this heal spell down a little bit sooner when I saw they had redirected to that wall over there. It's just reaction time. And here it comes. Down come the pups. I'm thinking I'm going to drop 2 poison spells and knock out most of the pups. But that's not what happened. These evil little pups are falling, just slowly whittling down all these troops, and the queen's behind them. And they pull so far away from the queen that she doesn't even care to try to take care of them. So I've got nothing that can attack air, getting hurt by these pups, beat up by these pups. And I think the pups actually do splash damage. So they're attacking this golem, but they're not tanking. You see, everything else is getting whittled down too. And eventually I send in the hogs, thinking I probably got this in the bag. And then I realize my freaking Valks are all gone. So I'm saving the heal spell for around this wizard tower. And there's just enough left in this base. I'm not sure if the hogs can do it. I've still got the stray cannon out here I wasn't ready for. I hit a spring trap. That doesn't help. And I've still got this one little pup that's just being a thorn in my side. And eventually the hogs just don't have enough pepper to take him down. Now I've still got my queen here at almost full health, so I drop all the troops I have remaining behind her. And eventually this pup's going to redirect and take him out. But I just didn't have the time to get it done. 3 defenses left. I've still got the queen's ability. She can probably get through it. She just doesn't have the time. And that's the end. Very sad. Very sad. Very frustrating. And so the lessons learned are you got to make sure your funnel's good. That's what I learned from the first attack. And the second lesson is you got to deal with whatever comes out of the clan castle. I didn't deal with that correctly. And that cost me the 3 on this one. Anyway, live and learn, and we'll get it right the next time, hopefully. All right. Well, that's all for today.